Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be doing a full face of makeup. Now I don't do full faces of makeup very often. In fact, I don't actually think I've done one at all this year. I think the last one was before Christmas. Truth be told, the reason I don't normally do them is because they just take way longer to edit than just an eye look. And if I found out anything about myself in the past year, is that it turns out I am really lazy when it comes to editing videos. But I have accumulated a ton of new makeup, stuff that I've bought myself, stuff that I've gotten in PR. So, you know, we might as well try it all together and see what we think. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing today. Before we jump in, if you do enjoy this video and you do want to come back for more, then do make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And that way YouTube will let you know as soon as I post a new video, which I know at the moment they've been quite infrequent. I have been struggling to get back into a rhythm, but I've started a new job. So hopefully everything falls into place and I can start posting a bit more regularly. So anyway, enough chit chat. It's time to try some new makeup. So let's jump into the video. I'm just going to quickly try and pin my flyaways back. The only reason I've got my hair up in a ponytail right now is because I washed my hair last night. I did some overnight curls and they didn't really come out very good. So my only solution was to put my hair up, but my hair is too clean to be slicked back right now. So the flyaways are just absolutely everywhere. Anyway, that's not makeup, that's hair. So let me get started. What are we going to start with today? The first product I'm going to use is the Too Faced Plump and Prime Primer. This isn't brand new. I have used it a couple of times, but I haven't like made a decision about it yet. It is supposed to prime, visibly fill and volumize to look more lifted and feel firmer with this one-stop miracle worker. I mean, it sounds pretty nice. This is what it looks like. I love the packaging. It is really luxurious. Let's do a couple of pumps. Oh, I like the smell, but it isn't too strong. Yeah, I quite like that. It feels really lightweight on the skin. It's absorbed in pretty quickly. Do I feel plumped and like it's filled in anything? Maybe a little bit on my smile lines actually. Yeah, I feel like things maybe do look a little bit smoother. Cool, all right. Next up, this one isn't new. I've had it for a while. This is the MUA Pro Base Smooth Set and Prime Blur Stick. And I just want to use that on my nose and the tops of my cheeks just to fill things in, smooth me out a bit. I mean, it's not the best. Looking at my pores, I feel like it smoothed them over a little bit, like mine aren't the most visible, but you know, it doesn't do the most. I would want something that does a little bit more. I've had this for a while and I just want to use it up. All right, the next product is new and I'm really excited about it because it was not easy to get hold of. This is the Complexion Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish. I think we all know what this is a dupe for at this point, but if you don't know, Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, which I've actually never tried. This says it's a multi-use illuminator, primer and skin perfector. It gives a soft focus dimension under foundation. You can use it on the high points of the face as a highlighter or on its own for a subtle all over glow. I have got it in the shade Fair 1. This is what it looks like. I am actually just going to put it on the back of my hand. I don't want to put it all over. I've already got a couple of primers on. I just want to use it as a highlighter under my foundation. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't even know if you guys can see it on camera, and yes, I know right now I'm highlighting a spot. Listen, it's there. What can I do about it? Should have put my concealer on first, really, shouldn't I? I'm doing this all wrong. It's not like really intense. Like I feel like whenever I see people using the Charlotte Tilbury one, it is like seriously glowy. This is quite subtle. So actually on a no makeup day, wearing it on its own, like I'd be quite happy using that. I normally use my Clinique Chubby Stick if I'm not wearing any makeup. That's what I've been doing recently. And it does like a really good job of just like a really subtle glow from within highlight. And I feel like this by itself, just on the high points, really natural under foundation. I don't know how much it's gonna do. Like there's not that much going on right now. I need a concealer. Oh, actually, you guys, I have got so much makeup to try that I am completely forgetting. I have got the Rosé Lip Kit Trio. This is from W7. They recently sent me a voucher just so I could order a bunch of products on their website, give a few things a try. And I've been wanting this set for a while because I think this is a dupe for Estee Lauder. If you've ever seen their lip care range, the light pink is giving me a similar vibe. You get a lip gloss, a lip mask and a lip balm. So a really cute lip care set. I'm gonna try the lip mask because it's gonna be a while before I put on any lipstick. It just comes with an applicator like this. Feels really thick. I'm kind of here for it. I can smell the rose. I'm not a fan of the rose smell. I feel like rose is like Marmite, isn't it? It's a love it or hate it thing. But it's not overbearing. It's not too strong, so it wouldn't like stop me from using this. Yeah, that feels nice. That feels really, really hydrating. We'll see how my lips feel by the time we get to applying lipstick. All right, anyway, that is not what I was looking for. This is what I wanted. Again, this is not a new product. I mean, it is a new tube. God, I always hate opening this packaging so much. Gonna have to go in with my teeth. Oh my god, it's been at least like a whole minute or two since I've been trying to open this. It's really, really tough. Oh my god. All right, anyway, this is not a new product. This is a classic. People have been using it for years and years and years. It is the Complexion Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I'm going to use it in the shade Cashew. Now, I was really, really late to the party trying this concealer. I know it's been around for years. This is absolutely brilliant for a little bit of spot concealing and color correcting before foundation because it does dry down really, really, really well. And then I find that when I go over with my foundation, it doesn't move. I just start by letting it dry down a little bit first so you can see it's darkening a little bit, and then I'm going to blend it out afterwards. I'm just going to go in with my fingers and I'm gonna pat it out. It does just dry down so well, so it's really just not gonna move around once foundation goes on. Whereas I did buy their Blemish concealer that's got niacinamide in it, and it just doesn't dry down in the same way. And then I'm just going to use the excess. I'm just going to take that down my nose a little bit, just because I do have a bit of redness there, so that's just going to help cover it up. Let's do foundation. Again, this one is not a new product. I've already talked to you guys about it before. I have a whole review about this one. I will link it up in the cards if you guys are interested. It is the W7 Very Vegan Perfectly Matte Foundation, and I'm going to use the shade Buff. I'm just going to do a couple of pumps on my Beauty Bay microfiber sponge. Why did some of it get on my desk? Who knows? I hadn't worn this foundation in ages because this is my fake tan shade, and I fake tan the other day to go for lunch, and it looked so good. Like, I forgot how much I loved it. I just think it's got a really beautiful finish. It lasts really, really well on my normal to oily skin. Only problem for me is the shade range. I think it still has 5 shades, and this doesn't match me unless I have fake tan. So W7, please, I need you to make more shades of this foundation because it's so, so, so gorgeous. I'm gonna add another pump. The coverage on this one is really, really beautiful for how like lightweight the foundation feels on my skin. Like, it doesn't feel heavy at all. I'm gonna do like another half a pump. I'm just gonna bring it down my jawline a little bit because my fake tan is fading. So I just need to make it look a bit more blended. Moving on to concealer, I think I'm going to go in with this one from W7. This is the Nice Touch Concealer, and the shade is Fair Ivory. I hadn't realised when I bought this concealer, I definitely know who this is inspired by, because look, we have a little blending sponge over here, and then I just opened it up to look at this doe foot, and I think it's safe to say that we are purchasing our packaging from the same factory as Clinique. Look at this, they're identical. The doe foot, let me show you. It is literally exactly the same shape, and then the Clinique one also comes with a little sponge on this end. This looks like it's gonna be really light, but we're gonna do this anyway. Oh, actually the undertone is a really, really nice match for the foundation, I think. Okay, I think the shade is actually really, really good. It's brightened it up, but not too much. Yeah, I really like the colour actually. This is exactly what I needed for this foundation. Okay, I don't think this is a full coverage concealer. I feel like maybe it's like more of a medium. I'm just gonna add a bit more at the front. Not much. I'm not trying to go too over the top. I'm really, really pleased with the colour. That's what I'm most excited about. Okay, yeah, that's brightened me up in a really nice way. That's really, really not over the top. I can see we're getting some creasing on the under eye. Like, that's fine. That's gonna happen with any concealer. I have naturally got lines there. I'm gonna do cream bronzer, cream contour. These ones aren't gonna be new products. I'm just gonna start off with my W7 contour stick. This is the shade Fair. I just really love the shade on this contour stick. It is just really, really nice for me, and it blends in really well. Bring it down into my neck too. And then for my nose, I just take it on my Morphe E62 and apply it that way. If I just apply it directly from the stick, I just end up with a really, really muddy nose, and no one wants that. And And then just under the lips as well. And then my cream bronzer is going to be the Bronze Chic Bronzing Balm from W7. You know, the sun is finally out here in England, so I definitely want to look like I've had time to be out in the sun. I want to fake that I've been on a holiday. Everyone I know is going on holiday at the moment, and I'm just like really, really jealous. So we've just got to fake the glow. I've just realised that I completely forgot to take a look at how the glow filter was doing. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Glow filter finish, how that was doing under the foundation, and you know what, I can see it coming through. Like, I can definitely see the highlight coming through, even though it was like really, really subtle. Quite happy with that. And then I'm just going to take a bit, kind of take it over my nose, under my lip as well. I'm going to do a little bit of cream blush as well. I'm going to go in with my blush in Peach Sugar. This is from Made by Mitchell, although I think everyone knows that at this point, because I feel like it is a brand that has just been absolutely everywhere since it opened. I feel like I can't go on TikTok without seeing some sort of TikTok shop selling it. Alright, that feels like a nice amount of pigmentation. I don't want to go in too heavy with it. I did want to try a new under eye powder, but I think I'm going to leave it just because I've got a new concealer on at the minute. This is just my Morphe M330 that I'm using to blend out. I feel like it probably is quite a similar formula to the Clinique one that has the same packaging. I feel like it's giving me the same vibes on the skin, like in terms of how it's sitting right now. I'm not the biggest fan of that concealer. It's not my favourite, so yeah, we'll see how this one does. Anyway, this is my Revolution Eye Bright setting powder. As you can see, I don't have a lot left, and this is what I've been using for like the past year to set my under eyes, and I like the way it looks with most of my concealers, but I go through this so fast, and it is £8 every time I run out. I just go in with it anywhere where I've used the concealer. I think I've just got some concealer creasing here where there's the natural crease in between my chin and my lip, which I've never really noticed before. I do also have some spots there right now, so I feel like it's the texture that could be causing that. But that's really weird. I don't feel like I've ever really had that. Do I add any more of the filter finish over the top of my foundation? I don't feel like it necessarily needs it. Like, I can still see a little bit of the glow coming through, but I want to see how this does over foundation. So again, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pick it up with my finger, and I'm going to blend. Just going to try going in just with the back of the sponge. Okay, it is building up slightly. It's still very, very natural. I don't feel like I necessarily had to do this. Again, yeah, I'm gonna say probably really, really good for a really subtle look. I don't tend to go very subtle on my highlighter when I'm wearing a full face of makeup. You guys know me. So yeah, I think for me, this is gonna be one for those no makeup days. I'm definitely gonna need to play with it some more. I can see that the concealer is already creasing again. I think this is gonna be quite similar to the Clinique one because I feel like it just creases on me so much. Oh, that's so disappointing because it was such a nice color. Again, I will experiment with different powders. Speaking of powders, I did have a new one to try, but I've got to confess to you guys, I'm a little bit of a wimp when it comes to trying new powders because I feel like I can be wearing a foundation that I love, and then if I wear the wrong powder, it can ruin my look. So you know what, even though I'm not going anywhere today, I'm just going to be a wimp. I'm just going to use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This one is Light Plus. It's just my favorite. It is. It's not completely mattifying. It's not heavy on the skin. It just finishes the look off, and I haven't found anything that I love as much as it yet. But if you guys have got any affordable dupes for me, leave them down in the comments. I'm just going to go in with some powder contour, so I'm going to use my NYX Sweet Cheeks blush in taupe. There is a reason this was so popular in the early days of beauty influencers. It's just such a good pale skin shade. And then I'm just going to take my E62 again and just go over those areas again. Yeah, see, the concealer's sitting really, really weird on this area, and I feel like I've never had that before. How strange. Just going to go back in with my sponge a bit because I've gone a bit heavy. Alright, I have a couple of bronzer options to try, but the one I really want to give a go, if I can actually get it open, as always. Oh, it's because it has sellotape. Let's try that again. The one that I really want to try is the Honolulu Sunlight from W7. Honolulu is their dupe for the Benefit bronzer. Hoola. I forgot the name for a second. The iconic Hoola bronzer. I did try the W7 one. I had a sample in the advent calendar that they sent me, and it definitely wasn't the right colour for me. This looks really, really light though, so I guess we're just going to try it out. We're going to see what it looks like. Yeah, this looks really, really light. I don't know if this is going to do anything. No, I don't feel like we're getting anywhere with that right now. I'm gonna have to try that on a day where I'm wearing like my own foundation shade, not something that is a little bit too dark for me. But I do have something else. This one is also from W7. I think it came out last year, but it was sold out for ages, so I finally got it. It is the W7 Bronze Brilliance. Does this have a shade? Yeah, this is the light medium. This is what it looks like. That shade looks a bit scary. Should we try it? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna mix in a little bit of that one. Let's turn it into a glowy bronzer. To be fair, I don't think that bronzer is entirely matte. I think it does have like a little bit of shimmer to it. I feel like it's quite cool toned. I feel like it is cooling me down more than anything else. Yeah, I'm not really feeling warmed up on camera right now. I feel like ooh, I feel like I look a little bit muddy. Again, we'll have to try experimenting with this one a bit more. Not sure it's gonna be a favorite though, and I was waiting to try that one for a while. So yeah, we're not doing so great on the bronzer side of things, unfortunately. But moving on, we do also have some blushes to try. This is again from W7, the Very Vegan Garden Party Blusher Palette. I don't really think this is a dupe for anything in particular. Looking at it, it doesn't remind me of anything, but obviously if you think that it is a dupe for something, do let me know in the comments. But it is very, very warm, so for this time of year, pretty good. I'm gonna take a clean JH06. I'm a little bit scared of these because they are shimmery, but I think I'm gonna take these two. They don't look overly pigmented. Let's try some more. Okay, they build up. The issue I've had with a more shimmery W7 blush in the past, I felt like I was too shimmery, so I would have liked to see maybe more of a matte shade in this palette. Yeah, see, I just feel like I'm seeing too much of the gold sparkle because I've had to pick up so much product. Oh, that's a shame. Where I've got these spots here, there's now too much shimmer going on. There's too much highlighting. It's just drawing like a lot of attention to my texture, which I didn't really want. So yeah, right now a little bit disappointed with that one because I would have liked to see more of a mix of textures in there. I would have liked a fully matte blush. But yeah, all I'm seeing is texture, 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 texture. All right, let's move on into another W7 product, and I think you're all gonna know what this one is a dupe for. This is the Ice and Bright highlighter. By the way, I realized I've completely forgotten to say, I do have a discount code with W7. Can't remember what it is. I will put it up on the screen, but if you are interested in trying anything from them, it is there. It's not affiliated, so I don't make any money from it, but you'll just get money off your order. This is what it looks like inside. It is a dupe for that Anastasia highlighter that I absolutely cannot remember the name of. So I was quite curious to try it because I don't think I've actually had a highlighter from W7. I'm gonna take this brush from their Tokyo brush set. I really, really like it for my highlighters. Okay, it's very gold. I was hoping it would be a bit more subtle. Let me compare it to my Beauty Bay highlighter in Flash. So this is the Beauty Bay highlighter here. This is the W7 one here. The W7 one is very, very golden, whereas this one, in comparison, looks like an icy white. But I find when it goes on for me, it definitely is a more golden undertone. Yeah, this is really gold. This was not what I was going for today. I'm just gonna take my blush brush just to try and soften it out, but it's just kind of giving me late 2010s highlighter vibe. Like, it's just not sitting on the skin very well. I just like something that gives a bit more of a wet look. This is not it. Yeah, not a fan. A little bit disappointed there. I'm actually gonna take my Beauty Bay highlighter and I'm gonna do my nose because I know the gold will sit on it a bit funny. We're not doing that great with complexion products from W7 today. A little bit disappointed. We are gonna move on though. I finally got myself the Glam Glow Glow Setter. Make Me Up Misser has been making me want to try this product for a good few years now, so I finally got it. So let's spray it on. The mister is so fine that I don't even feel like I'm putting any product on my skin. I don't feel like I notice a glow as much as I do with the L'Oreal Shake and Glow. Like, there's nothing really that noticeable. The smell though, absolutely incredible. I'm just so shiny up here right now. My complexion is just not what I wanted. It's not the direction I wanted to go in. It's not the vibe. Anyway. Now let's move on. Let's do eyes. The product I just had to get when I left Clinique was the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I had it years and years ago when I first got into makeup, and I just wanted to try it again. I do have the e.l.f. Putty Primer, which is supposed to be a dupe for it, and I don't like it. I find that my eyeshadow creases, nothing beats the Maybelline Colour Tattoo, which you can't get anymore, which is just such a travesty. So I wanted to go back to the MAC Paint Pot and see if I get on better with it than the e.l.f. one. That lip mask has already absorbed into my skin, by the way. I mean, I say already, it's been like an hour, but it's not there anymore. It's not sitting on top of my lips. Yeah, they feel all right. They're not feeling dry or crusty or anything, so that might be a success from W7 for today. For the eyes, I'm not going to use anything new here. I'm just going to go in with the W7 Howdy palette. I do have a review for that one up in the cards if you want to see it. I peeled it out the other day. I wanted to have another play with it, and I really like the way that my looked, I guess. Very, very eloquent. This always happens when I've not filmed for a while. I'm going to take my Morphe M441 and I am going to go into the shade Saloon over here. I do like the W7 Urban Decay dupes when it comes to doing like very wearable, very easy looks. So this is just going through my crease. That highlighter is so gold. I just really wanted it to be an alternative to the Beauty Bay one because I feel like I use that one all the time at the moment. So I just wanted to have something so that I use something different every now and then. Everything is so shimmery. The bronzer, the blush, the highlighter. It's all a bit much. So yeah, literally just blending this through my crease. And then I think I'm gonna bring it underneath as well. Next, I'm going to take my Revlon So Fierce Vinyl Eyeliner. I think this is Mighty Mocha. Yeah, there we go, Mighty Mocha. And I'm going to line my lash line. I'm going to take a Zoeva 231. I'm going to blend that on a diagonal. Why do I try? Something that is so creamy, I do find it's not always the easiest to blend out, but we're getting there. And then I'm going to take Saddle Up over here. I'm taking a Morphe M456 and I'm going to pop that on top, just following that diagonal. I'm not worrying about blending just yet. I know it looks very, very messy. I'm switching to a Morphe M433. I haven't added any extra product. This is just going to be for blending. I'm kind of bringing it forwards into the crease a little bit just to darken things out and trying to maintain like quite a sharp shape here at the back and just bringing it underneath as well. And then I'm going to go back into my first brush. I'm going to take a bit of Yeehaw. I'm going to tap off the excess on the back of my hand just to warm up that outer corner a bit. Yeah, that one is pigmented. You really don't need a lot. And then back into Saloon. For the lid, I am going to add a little bit of glitter glue just because I want to get like really, really nice payoff. And I've got this one from Profusion. I think this must have come from like a gift set or something. This is just their glitter adhesive. I'm just going to take a bit on the back of my hand. And I just normally take my Morphe M224. It looks a bit more opaque than the NYX one. I'm just going to tap that onto the lid. And then I'm going to go into Lone Star over here. Just taking it on a nice big brush. This is a Zoeva 222. It's not popping quite as much as I expected. Not sure about that glitter glue. I was hoping for a bit more sparkle. Just going to take my big Morphe brush again. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take this eyeliner from Urban Decay. This is Electric Empire. This is incredible. I am absolutely in love with this. If there was ever like an eyeliner that was me, it's this one. Look at that pigmentation, look at that colour. I don't think my camera picks it up that well, it's really annoying. It's just this stunning turquoise that's full of shimmer and the pigmentation is unreal. I can see why people love these Urban Decay liners. Totally not told you what I was doing. I've just popped that on my lower lash line and my waterline as well. I'm just going to take my Morphe M152. I'm going to blend that out. And then using the same brush, I'm going to go into Showdown. Now Showdown definitely isn't as sparkly as the eyeliner is, but this is just going to help set it in place. And the sparkle from the eyeliner just still comes through. It's just that gorgeous. And then I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit more. We're gonna add a wing, and I'm gonna take the Clinique High Impact Liquid Liner. This is the shade Espresso. Fun little trivia about this eyeliner. When I first tried it out, when I first worked on counter, I didn't like it. It just had no pigmentation. I thought it was really dry and crusty. Turns out they were just old testers, and they redid these earlier this year. I don't think they actually redid the formula. They just changed the name from Pretty Easy Liquid Liner to High Impact Easy Liquid Liner. So they sent us the eyeliner, and I tried it again, and I was like, I absolutely love it. It's one of those that has like a paintbrush tip rather than a felt tip, and it's so precise. So I actually went out the other day and bought this one for myself, even though I don't work for the brand anymore, so I didn't get a discount on it, which was very, very upsetting because it's not cheap. And I gotta say to you guys, I don't love the brown as much as I love the black. You'll see why. I'm just gonna do this eye first, because rule of thumb, do your bad eyeliner eye first, because if you do the good side first and then you try to match it up for the good side, it never ever works. So do this one first and then match the good side up. It's a lot easier. So I'm just gonna do this one first. I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. I'm gonna try and keep this one quite small, and we're only gonna do a half wing. And then I'm gonna do the inside. And now we match the good eye. Okay, see, this is weird because for some reason this has come out more pigmented today. I don't know if it was because the other day it was the first time that I used it. I just was finding that like it was just too light, but I feel like it's come out more pigmented today, so maybe I will enjoy using this one as much as the black one. All right, let's do some lash curling. I feel like I may have pulled an eyelash out there. Oh, do I have some new mascaras to use? I might do. All right, I have two mascaras from MUA. I've had these for a while. I have the Eye Define Lengthening Mascara. This is waterproof. Let's see. I don't normally go for waterproof mascaras, so this feels like quite a dry formula compared to what I'm used to. Yeah, I think this formula is maybe a little bit too dry for me. I'm not loving this. I do, for me, just tend to like more of a volumizing formula. I feel like it looks okay, but it's just not what I would normally go for. It's just a bit dry for me. I think that's probably more waterproof formulas anyway, and it's just not what I'm used to going for. And then for the lower lash line, again, this is something I've had for months. This is the Intense Colour Super Pigment Mascara in blue. Do you guys remember the hold that coloured mascaras had on us like maybe 15 years ago? I collected the ones from VIDEOMICPRO. I loved, loved, loved them. The wand on this is very different. MUA sent me these earlier this year and I keep forgetting to use them. So why not? Oh my god, it's so pigmented. I think I'm gonna have to go in with a spoolie. Like, I'm so nervous about getting this on my lower lash line. The pigmentation, definitely didn't expect that. If I just grab like the spoolie from a brow brush and I'm just gonna use it underneath. There we go, just to separate things out. That's very bright, that's kind of cute. It's a good thing to know that there is a brand out there that makes coloured mascaras. I think I've got a pink and a purple that they sent me as well. I don't know how many colours they make in total, but why not? Why not? I think I kind of like it. Like, the lower lash line is now so bright and I'm really here for it. All right, let's quickly do my brows now. And again, no new products here. I have spoken about these before and I love them. I use them all the time. I need to repurchase them. They are the e.l.f. Wow Brows and I've got two shades. I have got Taupe and I have got Neutral Brown. I really like these. They're really easy to use. I just use them to fill in the color. They don't do anything for setting my brow hairs in place. I do have to use something else for that. The wand is really nice and easy to use as well because it's just like really nice and small. I'm not even telling you guys what I'm doing. I'm using Neutral Brown through like the back 2/3 of my brow, and then I like to go in with the taupe at the front, and I just find that it gives them like a bit of dimension. It doesn't make them look too flat. Yeah, look at that. It's just filled in. It's so easy. Just for natural everyday. Perfect, love it, super easy. I just need to let those dry down before I can move on to the next step and set them in place. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do lashes. I'm gonna take my Ivy lashes from By Libby Beauty, which again is something that I've mentioned like a million times on my channel already. And I'm just gonna fold them in half and I'm just gonna use some little nail scissors and cut them in half. I wanna go for something quite lifted. I'm gonna take the front half and where's my lash glue? I'm gonna take my Duo lash glue. This is like the quick adhesive, I think it's called. I'm gonna let that glue dry down, and in the meantime, I'm just gonna take my other lash, and again, I'm gonna chop that in two. And then that's just gonna go right on the outer half of my lashes. Okay, I really don't know what's gone wrong with this mascara. My lashes have just all clumped together on this side and it's created a gap, so that's really annoying. Can I fix that? Oh, I'm gonna have to take this lash off. Sitting lonely in my room again, trying to find the words to say. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened with that mascara. That was really, really weird. Maybe it is just where it's waterproof and it's just got such a dry formula. Never really had that happen before. But that is the lashes on now. So to set my brows now, I'm just gonna take my NYX brow glue. This, again, has just become such a favorite. Although it has turned a little bit gloopy as I'm nearing the end. I'm definitely gonna need another one of these. So I'm just gonna get rid of the excess product because otherwise it's gonna clump up my brows. I just think this is the best for that everyday fluffy brow look. Like, it just gives them that volume, but they still look natural, but it is definitely getting a little bit gloopy and clumpy. The biggest thing with this is you just want to make sure that if you're using any sort of tinted product underneath it, like I have done, just really let that dry down, because otherwise they're going to mix in together, they're going to move around. You'll find that your tinted product underneath is going to end up all over your forehead, brow bone. If you get it all over your forehead, I would be quite impressed actually. So yeah, you just want to make sure that your product underneath has really set in place before you go in with this. And finally, let's finish up with lips. I have a new lipstick that I want to try, which is from MAC. This is the shade Blankety, I'm not sure how you say it. This one was influenced by Marion Cameleon. She used it and said it was like a perfect nude, so I really, really wanted to try it. I do just want to swatch it. It actually looks pretty cool toned. I thought it was going to be a lot more neutral than that. Oh, I don't know if I want to try that now. Here it is next to my number 7 Taupe Hope. I think I'm going to stick to this one. I'm going to stick with the number 7 one. Let me just find a lip liner. I normally use Borderline from Peaches and Cream with that lipstick, but today I'm going to go in with Punchline just because it's a bit darker. Just gonna soften that out with a Zoeva 231. And so I'm gonna go in with Taupe Hope from number 7. And then I just want to finish it up with some gloss, and I think I'm just going to use a little bit of Fussy from Fenty Beauty. And then finally, I think a little bit more of the Glossessa from Glam Glow. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I hope as always that you like it. I actually really like the eyes with the coloured mascara. I didn't think I did, but the more that I look at it, it's just like really brightened it up. It's really brought out that blue. It has unfortunately hidden the Urban Decay eyeliner, which is a bit of a shame, but I do just like how it's making everything pop. I really wish the lid was more sparkly. I really thought adding a glitter primer would help with that. I don't know, maybe it's the Profusion one. It was my first time using it. Love the brows, but they weren't new products. Complexion wise, I mean, I love how the foundation looks, but the foundation wasn't a new product, so I already know I loved it. It's just everything else, a little bit disappointing. The concealer has creased a lot, unfortunately, which I do think is a shame because I really like the colour of it. It just blended in so well into the foundation. It really was what I needed, but the creasing on the under eyes, I'm just not here for it. That weird texture here as well. I'm gonna have to try it again when I maybe haven't got so much skin texture here and see if I get the same result. I also do feel quite cool toned right now. I don't feel like any of the bronzers that I used really warmed me up. Like, there's nothing like super warm and tan and bronzy about it. I just feel quite cool toned. I do like the color of the blush. Like, I feel like that is what I was going for. But again, I really wished that the blush palette was a bit more varied. I just wish there was a fully matte blush in there. And then with the golden highlighter on top, it's just too much shimmer. All I'm seeing is texture. Like, it's just a bit too much for me. I'm not really loving it. The highlighter color wasn't exactly what I was hoping for. The Too Faced primer did feel really nice. I'm looking forward to using that one some more. And the Collection Gorgeous Glow filter finish. I definitely thought it was going to be a lot more glowy, and again, that's the impression that I've gotten from the Charlotte Tilbury one. This one felt like pretty subtle, and I wasn't actually mad about that. Again, I think it's going to be a really nice one just for everyday, no makeup. I'll play with it some more, same with all the other products. I'm definitely going to do a bit more experimenting, and if they appear in future videos, then you'll know I've fallen in love with them. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Love the eyes, definitely not super excited about my complexion, but you know what, these things happen sometimes when you're trying out new products. So I think we're gonna end it here. If you enjoyed the video, then do please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of it. I was so close to being done filming and someone literally just started up their lawnmower. So close. And if you haven't already, then do please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys.
Will someone look for me if I disappear? No matter how much that I scream, nobody hears. But I see the light from far away, it's down the line.